Hi, my name is Rebecca Ewing. I'm from the Adult Tutoring Program at the Literacy Center of West Michigan. And I want to share today with you a lesson that you can do if you're trying virtual tutoring, or even if you're doing tutoring over the phone. You could find a way to adapt the topic and some of the materials that are outlined in this lesson. First of all, this lesson comes from the Oakland Literacy Council. They serve the Metro Detroit community. So they've created this great lesson about spotting fake news. You can see here that it is suited for intermediate to advanced learners. If you have a beginner learner or lower intermediate level learner, you may want to try and adapt some of the material here or spend more time in certain areas. But certainly talking about this topic is so important right now in light of our health crisis and all the information that is spreading quickly on Facebook and Twitter and other places. Anyway, this lesson has a lot of different sections, and you can certainly break it up, do some parts of it together, or you can, if you both have access to a computer, you can look at the article on your computers together, or over the phone. Again, it's possible to do, and you may want to assign certain parts of it for homework, or try it in a second study session if you want to break it up. So it starts with a warm-up question, and then there's a word study section. Looks like this. Here's some of the words: quarantine, misinformation, red flag. So you can talk about what part of speech these are. Are they nouns or are they verbs? Where is the stress in the word? How many syllables does it have? Depending on what is relevant and useful information for your learner. It's different things you can do with the vocab. And then there's some fill-in-the-blank sentences as well. Then all these vocab words are used in the reading part, this news story that comes from the Associated Press. And you can read through this story and talk about the vocabulary words as they're highlighted, talk about their meaning in context. At the bottom of the story, there's a comprehension and discussion questions section. So spend some time discussing the information from the article. The next part is a grammar section, and they highlight this VOA Learning English video where the learner can review the present progressive tense. Again, that is the to be verb plus the main verb with ing, like I am sitting on my couch. I'm not at work. Anyway, then there is a part where you go back to the news story and try to find examples of this tense in the news story. So one that they highlight in the beginning is the coronavirus is leading to information overload. Again, the to be verb plus the main verb with ing. Another example in this article is the virus is spreading around the world. Is spreading is the present progressive verb. So that's the grammar section. Then there's a listening activity that highlights this TED Ed video on how false news can spread. So you can encourage your learner to listen to this video. They can listen and turn on the closed captions if they need to, and talk about the content from this TED Ed video. And there's some other activities, I believe, laid out on the TED Ed site as well. And the lesson ends with a wrap-up online game that you can try about spotting fake news. So I really encourage you to try this lesson and talk about this information right now.